Fans, follow your favorite driver with real-time telemetry and in-car audio with Track Pass from NASCAR.com. Subscribe today and get it at a discounted price. Learn more about Track Pass. Go to NASCAR.com. Driving along with Ken Schrader there. 23rd spot.
Schrader's been running pretty well today in this 21 car.
Dave, you got more on Schrader?
It hasn't been a bad day at all for him. Car a little bit tight most of the day. Of course, the big news this week was that Michael "Fatback" McSwain is back up on the pit box for the 21 car. I asked Ken right before driver introductions, well, so how's it going with Fatback? And he said, man, when we got rained out Saturday, it was really hard for us. We only got about 12 laps together on Friday, so I really couldn't tell you quite yet, but welcome back, Fatback.
He's got 200 laps to work on it today, though, right, Dave?
Yeah, and they have been, too. They've been making adjustments, but just little ones. Again, just a little tight race car.
Again, Schrader in the 23rd spot. 27 cars are on the lead lap. Denny Hamlin by 4 seconds over Kurt Busch. There's Hamlin in the 11 FedEx machine.
Starting to pick him off, though.
Yeah.
Starting to put a lot of guys a lap down. Terry Labonte. Next guy in his sights.
Well, Bill, here's the time of the day when things get really uncomfortable for the crew chief of the car that's been dominating the whole race. You get a couple of cautions that fall late in this race at the funny time, and what do you do if you're that crew chief? Remember, early in this race, had a pit stop at lap 33 when a lot of guys went for 2 tires, and Denny Hamlin's team went for 4. It shuffled him back in line to 10th place and took him a long time to get back to the front. One of the things I talked with Mike Ford, Denny Hamlin's crew chief, about this morning is strategy late in the race. And he said, yeah, that's a tough one. We'll just have to see how it plays out. It's almost a no-win for the crew chief of a car this good when you get late in the race.
Can't win, can you?
He takes 4, everybody else takes 2. He takes 2, everybody else takes 4.
We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see if the 11 car can get around that stubborn 96 machine when we come back to Pocono. NASCAR Nextel Cup Racing live on TNT from the Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. 146 laps are complete, and that man, Denny Hamlin, has led 104 of them, and that means he's clinched the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps today. Jimmy Johnson runs in the 5th spot. Johnson about 15 seconds behind the race leader Hamlin. We talked about guys doing double duty, racing here at Pocono and racing the Busch race yesterday in Martinsville. Well, Jimmy pulled some double duty too this weekend. Went from Pocono to Akron, Ohio for the 69th All-American Soapbox Derby World Championship. The Nextel Cup point leader also took part in an exhibition race and presented awards to the champions ages 8 through 17. This year's driver is representing 40 states and 6 countries are in the Derby, a NASCAR youth initiative. I'm
so
sure
did he
they
win?
Huh?
Did he win?
It looked like he won in his exhibition race.
That's what I thought.
Do you think he got the fastest car in that?
I would guess.
I would imagine. Alan?
He doesn't have the fastest car today.
No.
Yet, Bill. But they continue to work on it. In fact, that's kind of the overall theme for Jimmy Johnson, the championship leader at this point in the season. The last couple of years, they've peaked too soon. And Jimmy has talked this weekend about wanting to make sure this team builds its momentum, continues to develop its race cars so that they peak when it counts the most in those final 10 races. Another thing on Jimmy Johnson's mind this weekend is making sure you qualify for the championship. Oh, wait a minute. Something's going on in the leader's pit here. Let me check it out. Let me get back to you.
All right. We'll check out his car. You check out his pit. There's Johnson. Hamlin leads by 4.2 seconds.
Denny Hamlin, is that the one he was talking about?
Here he is. Going around the wounded car of Carl Edwards.
Looks like he's up to speed.
Looks like he was to me. Last time he was the fastest car on the racetrack last time by.
What'd you see, AB?
I saw all the crew guys jump up and put their helmets on to fuel and change tires on the car, and that's about 20 laps too soon. I just asked what's wrong. Denny called in, said something fell off the 99 car and I hit it. Now they're thinking that it was maybe just tape. You see the tape flapping around on the front of the fender of the 99 car that they used to repair the crash damage on it. They're thinking maybe it was just a ball of tape that came off that car.
So heart attacks for everybody in the 11th pit.
Including the pit reporter who was telling a story about the 48 and had to interrupt there.
You want to finish that, or are you pretty much there?
That's
There's
okay.
the tape right there. Tape is just on the
Right below the left headlight.
Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not blocking anything.
So So you're right there below the SS in Monte Carlo.
Got a caution.
Caution on the speedway. Caution for debris. With 51 to go.
I don't think that anyone can run the rest of the way.
If they can, I think I'll go down to post-race inspection. But somebody, Benny,
We'll try.
you bet they will. Robbie Gordon will be the lucky dog. There's Robbie in the 7. So 150 laps are now complete, 50 to go. Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, the top 5. Then it's Vickers, Jeff Burton, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex Jr., and Matt Kenseth.
Well, if this is where you go 4, maybe come in later for 2.
Oh, yeah.
2 in now. If you put 2 on now, try to get track position, it's going to hurt you for the last pit stop.
Yeah, you got to change 4 then. So, yeah, you got to change 4 now. And there we see a piece of tape. I guess that piece of tape came off Denny Hamlin's car. Yes, it did.
Well, you got 24 cars on the lead lap. So some of these guys are going to try and gamble on one way or the other.
I saw like what he's picking up there. I saw something else out there. I saw tape and something larger. But yeah, I mean, obviously some of these guys are going to roll the dice back here. I mean, for track position. But the guys that have a shot to win, I think you have to put on 4 and then maybe play the strategy later. Just take enough fuel in 2 or whatever, depending on, you know, when they're going to stop in. Yeah,
it's pretty good bet you're not going to outrace Denny Hamlin at this point. You got to try and out-strategize him somehow. Pit road will be open this time. Denny Hamlin ran 7 races with the FedEx guys last year, and those crew guys just fell in love with their driver. They kept telling us, this kid's got it. We're going to be good.
And you're right, that love affair still continues.
Boy, it does. One here in June from the pole. Started from the pole today, and he's out front. And the field coming to pit road. Let's see how many of them come. Marty, waiting for you.
Bill, Brian Vickers said his car was much tighter that run. He said, I'm not sure if it's a racetrack or him, but especially when he was around other race cars, his car is extremely hard to turn. They're going to come in. It's going to be 4 tires for the man running in the 6th position. They're going to go up 1 round on the track bar. Second adjustment today they've made on the track bar, trying to loosen that car up a little bit for Brian. Dave?
Jeff Gordon is in as well. Bottom of your screen. They will make no changes to the 24 car. A little bit loose, but it was coming to us. That's the way Jeff said it. Matt?
Trying to improve Kevin Harvick's entry to turn 1 in the center. They fixed that, but then they made turn 3 way too loose, so they're going to back up on the air pressure. He's away, AB.
Well, Denny Hamlin's been getting it done on the racetrack. His pit crew's been getting it done on pit road all day long. 4 tire stop. They hold the lead. A minor track bar adjustment for Denny.
And that was a very good pit stop for the 11 bunch, getting Hamlin out first. Crew cam once more, BP.
Keep cheering. Right into the rear tire changer. Barry Carrier. Barry Cook gives a changer. He runs around. Gets a new left rear tire. 5 lug nuts off. Keith Cherry slides on the tire. Tied it up. A great stop under 14 seconds.